Hey there, I'm Deborah Acosta, here to deliver the latest trends. Lately, I've been nursing a craving that's slowly become a daily habit: batch roasted coffee. Now that I've had it, I can't go back to the overburnt stuff I'd been drinking before. This is the filet mignon of the coffee world, and it's everywhere now. So move over, Starbucks, it's time for something truly delicious. The Third Wave Cofee Movement is here. The third wave of coffee refers to a new idea in coffee growing, roasting, and brewing. The movement treats coffee more as an artisanal foodstuff, kind of like wine or chocolate, rather than a commodity, like sugar, rice, or wheat. The big difference? The price of commodities are generally the same no matter what the source. The third wave treats coffee beans more like winemakers treat their grapes. Roasters tend to pay much more than the market price for high-quality beans, and then take extra care in roasting them.
The third wave has created a market of consumers that are more demanding and more educated, and actually quite a bit more willing to pay a higher price if it's really for a higher quality. Yeah, we have a 10-kilo roaster. I roast about 20 pounds at a time. Large coffee companies have 360-kilo roasters, usually more than one at a time. It's really high production. So we're really just we're almost like a bakery. We're just really tiny, you know?
All this extra work yields incredibly delicious coffee, with fragrant nuances that are described much the same way that wine is: nuttiness, berry notes, bright, mellow, etc.
One of my favorite coffees here is a coffee called El Baton, which is from one of our family-owned farms in Colombia. It's a sun-dried natural Amerigo Jeep, and it's got a lot of natural fruity characteristics in it, like blueberry and raspberry and chocolate, and kind of like a pineapple acidity to it. A very unique and special coffee that we do in the pour-over bar.
To put it into historical perspective, the first wave of coffee speaks to the proliferation of Folgers in the 19th century. The second wave is associated with Starbucks and regionally labeled coffee, and now the third wave goes so far as to source beans from specific farms, just like wine is sourced to specific plots of land within vineyards.
Today we roast a coffee from Colombia, from the department of Huila, near a town called Pitalito, grown by a guy named Jose Edgar Pareja. It's called Finca El Ventilador, and it's a beautiful, juicy, magnificent coffee.
In Miami, the third wave of coffee took a while to crest. The city was already saturated with the sweet syrupy style of coffee made popular by Cuban cafes, and it seems nobody wanted to compete. That is, until Panther Coffee and Eternity Coffee Roasters came into the scene last year. And fellas, business is booming. These coffee roasters are offering a product that did not exist in Miami before, and the demand is there. Other roasters have taken note, and now an Alaskan company has set roots in South Florida to serve micro-roasted coffee themselves.
This idea of third wave or micro-batch roasting has kind of sweeping the nation in a way. You find them in New York, and Boston, and Chicago, and San Francisco, so this idea is just going to continue to roll out more and more.
Are you a fan of micro-roasted coffee? Where do you go for your caffeine buzz? Tell us about it by going to miamiherald.com/insight or tweet me at Deborah Acosta. Until next time.